guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are staying warm. It's currently snowing outside and I'm in the Christmas spirit. I'm ready to put up my tree and sing fa la 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 la. So today I'm doing a review, swatches, and tutorial, as with most of my palette reviews, on the brand new Menagerie Cosmetics Feral Eyeshadow palette. So if you guys remember the company Makeup Monsters Cosmetics, they did a rebrand, so now they're called Menagerie Cosmetics. I'll be sure to link their info below in the description box, but you guys know I already love their liquid lipsticks, and I have a few shades here. I'm actually wearing the shade Sedona today because, I mean, we're reviewing the palette, I might as well wear one of their liquid lipsticks. So as far as I know, this is the first item that has come out from the new company, the new rebranding. So not only did they change their packaging and their name and rebrand, but they're also going to be donating 10% of all their profits to the Animal Welfare Institute. The charity puts money to combat animal testing and protect wildlife globally from endangerment and abuse. I think that's fantastic. So every time you purchase a product from this company, they donate to a really great cause, and they're already cruelty-free and vegan, so that is fantastic. So I just wanted to mention that as well. So this palette retails for $39.99. You do get 12 full-sized eyeshadows, and you get 2 grams of product per shadow, which I think is phenomenal considering you're getting 12 shades. Also, before I forget, the eyeshadows are removable. They are magnetized, so if you do want to pop these out of the palette or depot, although I don't know why anyone would want to, you know, take the beautiful shadows out of this gorgeous packaging. I have no idea, but you do have the option, which I think is fantastic. I know a lot of companies are doing that now. I will put the shipping info below because I don't remember off the top of my head because I did the bundle palette deal. Ooh, I had to, you guys. So I can't remember the exact price. Again, I'll put the info below, but I did the bundle deal and you do save some money and you get free shipping as well. So I got not only the Feral palette, but the Dragon Child palette. Now I'm pretty sure that this is staying permanent, even though it does say Makeup Monsters Cosmetics on the front. Here's just a quick little sneak peek inside. Woo! If you guys want to see a review on this, you guys know I'm already going to do a review and tutorial and, you know, all that jazz. So super excited to play with this palette. I haven't even touched it yet because I've been using this one. So the eyeshadow palette comes in just a simple sleeve. It's a nice dark green color, has this beautiful gold lettering. It just says Feral Eyeshadow and Pressed Pigment Palette on the front, and on the back you do have your ingredients listed on there. I will say that this was extremely hard to get out of the sleeve. I cannot put it back in. If you can see here, it won't fit back in, which is a little bit of a disappointment because I like to, you guys know, I am a hoarder of packaging, but I like to keep the sleeves of my eyeshadow palettes, especially really beautiful ones like this. It just protects them, I feel, and when I put them in storage with all my other eyeshadow palettes, I just feel like they look nicer, like the packaging doesn't get all beat up and dented. So let's take a closer look at the actual palette. Oh my goodness, you guys. So the front has this gorgeous, I mean, this artwork is breathtaking. It does have the name of the artist on the back of the palette. Beautiful fairies, it's like in a forest and it's just mystical, and I just get lost every time I stare at the cover of this. It's just so flipping beautiful. When you open it up, you get a really nice full-size mirror, which I do appreciate, and does say Menagerie right here. The layout is beautiful. The packaging gets an A+ in my book. I mean, it's just flipping beautiful. It also has a really nice weight to it. The actual material itself is just a cardboard packaging, and it does have a magnetic closure. So if I mispronounce any of these words, I apologize in advance. So let's get into the swatches. So the top row of the palette, we have Harmonia, Wolfling, Canis Lupus, and Alpha. Alright, moving on to the second row, we have Pack Leader, Allium, Mariposa, and Night Eyes. Alright, then the bottom row we have Wisteria, Fenris, Ivy, and Huchera. So that was all of these swatches. I just swatched them on bare skin so you guys can see how beautiful and pigmented these are. I almost forgot about this. This came along with the palette as well in my order, and it just has 3 different looks, which I want to try to do each of these actually, especially the purple one. So it just gives you a little idea, and it tells you how to do each little tutorial, which I always love seeing something like that, especially with a really bright, colorful palette. Sometimes you don't really know what to do. I tried to use as many of the colors in this eye look today just to show you guys that you can do something really bright, really pretty and fun, but you can also do something really neutral. Like this look at the bottom, look number 3, looks so pretty. I definitely want to try to do that look. I don't even know where to start. So this palette, first of all, the packaging, again, I know I've already said it, but the packaging is beautiful. This is honestly everything I was hoping for. Colors are so bright, they're so vibrant, they're pigmented, they blend really nicely. I love that these are mostly matte shades, but you could also use this along with the Dragon Child palette. I feel like both of these would be really fun to use. I love that you have these transition colors at the top, and you also have these pops of color. So you can do a really soft look with a couple of these shades, and also Alpha is a really nice shade to kind of darken the outer corner, and then you could do a pop of color on like the lower lash line. There's just so much you can do with this palette. It's insane. They're pigmented, they're smooth. I love the 2 shimmer shades in here. They're so rich and beautiful, and the way they look when you put them on the lid, they just have this extra little sparkle, so when you turn in the light, it really catches the little reflex. The pinks in here are super, super bright. I love the purple shade. I mean, this orange color is just everything I want and more. So I love how unique this is. It's beautiful. I think all of the mattes perform really nicely. Even the green shades, you know, you do have to take your time when it comes to really bright colors like this. But I will say these are a slightly softer formula. So when you take your brush and you go into the shadow you're going to use, don't be real rough and go like circular motions. All you need to do is gently tap your brush and press gently, and look at that. I mean, they're so pigmented, you do not need to use a lot of product. I definitely would recommend tapping off your brush as well. I haven't experienced any fallout, which I think is really good considering how bright these colors are. You do get some kick up in the pan because the formula of the shadows are really soft, and it's my favorite type of formula. I like an eyeshadow that is soft and smooth and creamy. The 2 shimmery shades in here are beautiful. They're pigmented. I've applied them with my finger, and I've also applied them with the eyeshadow C brush from e.l.f. Picks up really nicely on a brush or your finger. One thing I wanted to mention really quickly is that these colors do stain your eyelids. The pink shades in here I wore yesterday. This eyelid here is still stained pink, so I'm sure once I take my makeup off tonight, I'm going to have a little bit of pink staining. The green will stain as well, but not as bad as the pink shades in here, and they do have that mentioned on their website that some staining will occur because of how pigmented and rich these are. The only thing I have to mention that I'm not too happy about, I do like that the eyeshadow pans are removable from this palette, but they are really, really strong. Like the magnet that is in here 3 different times, and I don't know if you can tell here, but I have actually nicked these 2 shades because I've tried popping them out of the pan just to show you guys what it looks like, and every time I do it, I can't get the eyeshadows out. Here's just an example. This is the Lunatic Cosmetic Labs, another great indie brand that I love. On their contour palette, they have this little lip here, so you can actually remove these very, very easily. You can take a tool and you can lift it out just like that, and it makes it so easy to lift the pan out. See? Super easy. So I wish they would have added some sort of little cutouts where you can easily remove the eyeshadows, because they are in here so snug. I just don't want to risk it. Like I mentioned, I already nicked 2 shadows or 3 shadows trying to pop one of them out, and it was just, I just didn't want to damage the eyeshadow because I think this palette is so beautiful and I don't want to damage these beautiful colors. But other than that, I'm super happy with this palette, you guys. I really don't have anything else to complain about. The colors are beautiful. I want to do more looks with this palette, so let me know what you guys want to see next. Leave a comment below. Tell me what kind of looks you want to see. I really want to try one of the looks that came in this pamphlet here because wow, really love that. All right, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial for this really colorful eye look using the Feral palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. So let's go and get into the tutorial for this look. All right, let's get started. I already primed my eyes. I'm going to start off by taking the light pink matte shade at the top, and I'm going to use it as my transition color. So I'm just laying this in the crease, back and forth motions, and then we're going to go in with the bright pink at the lower corner there, and I'm just going to slowly build this up into the crease over top of that first shade that we laid down. And this is very, very pigmented and bright. Once we got that blended out, I'm taking the orange shade and I'm going to pack this on the outer corner, placing the color where I want to, kind of in a sort of half moon shape, and then taking that same brush with the pink on it, whatever's left over, and just blending out the edges of the orange. So I'm just going to go back and forth with the orange and the pink and just get the brightness and the color that I want and the pigmentation. And as you can tell, they are super, super bright. So now moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to take the lightest green matte shade and place that all along the lower lash line and blend that very softly. And then taking Night Eyes, which is the beautiful bright yellow. And on the tip of my brush, I'm just rolling it into the color and then slowly buffing out the green just at the bottom to really smoke it out. And then to darken up everything even more, I'm taking Ivy on a flat liner brush and just wiggling this into my lashes. So there's just a really nice gradient between the dark green, the light green in the middle, and then the yellow at the bottom. I wanted to try to utilize this palette and use as many colors as possible to show you guys that you can use a lot of the colors together and they actually work. So for the lid, I'm taking the purple shade, placing that all over the lid, and then taking the bright pink shimmery shade and layering it over top. I definitely think the shimmery colors layer over top of the other shades in the palette very, very well. To highlight the inner corner, I'm going to take Night Eyes once again and just gently pat that on the inner corner to highlight. And then I'm going to take a nude liner and pop that in my lower waterline. For liner, I'm just going to do a simple wing liner, and then I'm taking my black liner from Real Hair Cosmetics and just tight lining so there's no skin showing. I'm going to pop on some mascara and lashes, you know the drill, and here is the completed look. I love how this turned out. It was so much fun creating this look, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Alright guys, so that was the tutorial for this eye look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love this palette. My final thoughts, I think it's amazing. I would recommend it if you're looking for something really colorful, really different, if you want to support a great indie company that not only makes great quality products and great liquid lipsticks, but also gives back. So that is everything, you guys. I hope you found this review and tutorial helpful. I definitely recommend this palette. I'll be sure to link all the products that I use for this eye look down below in the description box. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I post new videos on every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sunday, every single week at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love to have you here. I only review cruelty-free brands and beauty products here on my channel. And if you want to come follow me and say hello on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter, all of my links will be on the screen and also below as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Remember, smarter beauty is better beauty. Bye guys.